Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In last session we learnt about nutrition in plants and animals and how the plants prepare their own food by the utilization of sunlight. Okay, who has not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and watch the videos completely. Okay, in today's session we are going to learn about nutrition in human beings. Okay, nutrition in human beings takes place in the digestive system. It consists of alimentary canal and glands which produce enzymes which breaks down food into smaller molecules. The main organs of the digestive system are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. The main glands are salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas and intestinal glands. Okay, nutrition in human beings takes place, it begins inside the digestive system. Okay, it means the taken food is get digested inside the stomach of the human being. Okay, it consists of what? Alimentary canal and glands which produces enzymes. What happens? The digestive system here, what happens? The complete digestion takes place, as we know. And also the nutrition in human beings, it consists of what? First of all, alimentary canal and the glands which produces what they will produce. They will produce the enzymes. For what purpose? To break down the food into smaller molecules to get energy for the body. Okay, the main organs which is responsible for the digestive system, okay, means the food has to be digested inside the human beings, means it is having a particular procedure from where it will start and from where it will end. Okay, these are the main organs which is responsible for the digestion of the food. Okay, where it starts from the mouth and next to the esophagus and next stomach and next small intestine and large intestine and it will ends with the anus. Okay, and also the main glands which is responsible for the digestion are salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas and the intestinal glands. Okay, now let us learn the human digestive system. Okay, here you can see the complete inner diagram of the human digestive system. From where it will starts from the mouth and ends with the anus. Okay, as I said, the main glands which is responsible for the human digestive system are, they are given here. Inside the mouth, what is present? The salivary glands are present, and here they are given the pancreas. Okay, and then here they are given gallbladder, stomach, liver, esophagus. These are the main parts which is responsible for the human digestive system. Now let us learn one by one. Okay, what happens inside the mouth? Okay, in the mouth the food is broken down into smaller particles by the teeth mixed with saliva from the salivary glands. Saliva consists the enzyme salivary amylase which converts starch into sugar. Then the food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Okay, inside the mouth, what happens when we consume the food? Okay, for example, if you like any your favorite food like gobi manchurian and other things. Okay, what happens inside your mouth? Your mouth will get wet. Why it will get wet? Because it will releases the saliva inside your mouth when you see your favorite food. Okay, what happens? The food is break down into smaller particles by the teeth. With the help of the teeth, what happens when we consume the food? We will start chewing. Okay, by that time what happens? The food will break down into small particles. Okay, then it will mixed up with what? Saliva, which is secreted by the salivary glands. Okay, saliva consists the enzyme salivary amylase. What happens here? Saliva which is consisting of what? Salivary amylase which converts the starch into sugar. Then the food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Okay, first we taken the food inside the mouth, and what happened here? The food is break down into smaller particles with the help of the salivary glands, and it will completely break down. Okay, now that food is passed through the esophagus into the stomach. What happens inside the stomach? Okay, let us see here. The gastric glands produce gastric juice which consists the enzyme pepsin, hydrochloric acid and mucus. Pepsin break down proteins, hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic and helps in the action of pepsin. Mucus protects the walls of the stomach from the action of the acid. Then the food passes into the small intestines. Okay, inside the stomach, what happens here is, inside the stomach what is present? Gastric glands produces what? Gastric juice which contains the enzyme called what? Pepsin, hydrochloric acid and the mucus. What is the work of the pepsin? Pepsin break down proteins. Okay, hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic and helps in the action of the pepsin. What happens here is, what is the work of the hydrochloric acid is, it maintains the acidic medium when the food is getting digested inside the stomach. Okay, and what is the work of the mucus here is, mucus protects the wall of the stomach. The stomach is having a wall which is called as mucus that protect the stomach from the acidic medium when the food is getting digested. Okay, then the food is passes through what, into the small intestine. When the food is digested inside the stomach with the help of the hydrochloric acid and the enzyme pepsin, then the food is passes into the small intestine. Okay, now let us learn what happens inside the small intestine. Okay, in the small intestine, what happens, the gland, the walls of the small intestine produces intestinal juice. What produces? It will produces what? Intestinal juice. The enzymes of the internal juice converts carbohydrates into glucose, fats into fatty acids, and glycerol and protein into amino acids. The wall of the small intestine has several finger-like projections called villi. Villi having blood vessels, it helps to increase the surface area of the absorption of the digested food. The digested food is absorbed by the blood and transported all the cells in the body. The undigested food passes into the large intestine. Inside the small intestine, what all things happens here is, the enzymes of the intestinal juice, what it will convert? It will convert carbohydrates into glucose and fats into fatty acids and glycerol and proteins into what? Amino acids. The wall of the small intestines are having what? It is having a several finger-like projections that are called as villi. They are having what? Blood vessels. It helps to increase the surface area of the absorption. What they will do? The finger-like projections called as villi having a blood vessels, they will help in the increase in the surface area of the absorption of the digested food. The digested food is absorbed by the blood and transported to the cells in the body. After the complete digestion takes place inside the small intestine, by following these all processes, what happens? They will absorb the food which is digested and transported to the all the cells of the body to gain the energy. Okay. Then the undigested food passes through the large intestine. After the completion of this food inside the small intestine, the undigested food which has not has been digested, that is passed into the large intestine. Okay. Then inside the large intestine, what happens? Water is absorbed and the waste materials is removed through the anus. Okay, after complete all these processes inside the mouth, and it will pass through the esophagus, then it will comes into the stomach, and then it will passes through the small intestine. Okay, and then the complete digestion takes place inside the small intestine, and then the undigested food which remains inside the small intestine, that is passed into the large intestine, where what happens? Water is absorbed and the waste materials is removed through the anus. Okay, this is the part where the waste materials is removed from the human body. I hope you all understood the human digestive system. Who has not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and support and share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching the video.